Well, let's talk now to the party's spokesperson, Pule Mabe, on this decision. Mr. Mabe, good morning to you and thank you for your time. The immediate concern from ordinary people, myself included, would be with these two reinstated to their positions now, do you not run the risk of allowing them the opportunity to not only intimidate the potential witnesses who were at these municipalities, but that they will use their positions in the ANC to influence whatever decision is made around this matter?
Morning, Goli, and morning to your viewers. Goli, well, just as a background, we had our virtual NEC on the 27th and the 28th of June, deliberated on a number of organizational issues, including this specific matter. The NEC, in its collective wisdom, took a decision that these comrades should be reinstated into their positions. The NEC did not, however, pronounce on the guilt or innocence of these cadres. You would know that they have not been charged of any wrongdoing. What had happened is that they were mentioned in the Terry Mudau report.
Yes.
There is nothing that seeks to suggest that over the 2 years that they have stepped aside from their position, they would have done or been involved in activities that would have otherwise undermined whatever investigations that are ensuing. What is encouraging is that the NPA itself is beginning to make arrests around the very VBS saga.
On that very point, Mr. Mabe, can I interrupt you there? And I'm sorry to cut in. On that very point,
yes.
Do you not run the risk of embarrassment? As you say, the NPA has begun arresting people. What happens if they are arrested tomorrow?
Well, the law will have to take its course, Toli. I don't think that, imagine this. In the eNCA, you are put aside with a hope or belief that you will be charged tomorrow. You know, it can't happen like that. Remember that these comrades are themselves South Africans. They enjoy the very rights that you and I enjoy. In South Africa, there is the rule of natural justice. You know, you don't put people on the side with the hope that let's hope they will be charged. It doesn't happen like that. We are an organization. We run conferences at which those that are expected to lead would then be elected by our structures.
Let me ask you this question then,
Yes.
Mr. Mabe. Because of time, I'm going to rush you a little bit. We have seen a number of deaths around this VBS matter, particularly deaths in Limpopo. Can you say, without a doubt in your mind, that these two would never have been involved in either instructing those murders or whatever it is that has made or sparked these murders in the first place? Is the ANC and its leadership in Limpopo, are their hands clean?
Well, Toli, once we begin making such kind of assertions, that would be very dangerous. Actually, in the statement of the ANC, we are calling on law enforcement agencies to also expedite investigations around the killings of those who were understood to be whistleblowers on the VBS saga, so that justice is ultimately served, so that the integrities of our comrades on the ground is not necessarily tarnished in that way.
Have you found out, Mr. Pule, as a party, what is driving those murders of the very VBS whistleblowers?
Well, those are matters to be dealt with by law enforcement agencies. The ANC does not have capacity to carry out investigations into murder cases. If we did, we'll have also ensured that we help the police unearth or unroot those involved in this horrendous gender-based violence.
Final question to you, Mr. Mabe, and it's a separate matter altogether. I'd like your comments on the treatment of a Cape Town man who was essentially stripped of his dignity by the city's police officers. You are an opposition party in the city of Cape Town.
Well, we found this very appalling. Comrade Sodashi, who's also the regional chair of the ANC and the leader of the opposition in the city of Cape Town, has already expressed dismay on behalf of the party about this action, which sought to dehumanize our people. The Minister of Water and Sanitation, of Human Settlement, Minister Lindiwe Sisulu, has already written looking into this matter. We are expecting that an investigation is going to be undertaken on this specific issue to establish who sanctioned this inhumane act, and that action should be taken against such individuals. It doesn't mean that when we are not leading in the city of Cape Town, or those that lead have got to go against the spirit of our very constitution, which constitution guarantees our people their own rights, regardless of the pigmentation of their own skins. So what we saw, the video that we saw going viral, goes against the very spirit of the South African Constitution, and we demand that action should be taken against those involved in this act.
Mr. Mabe, thank you very much for your time. He speaks for the African National Congress.